Historians, conspiracy theorists, and the general public have all been fascinated by the quest for concrete proof of Hitler's demise for many years. Although there is a ton of evidence and eyewitness testimony, there is still some skepticism about how he died. Welcome to my channel, Historical Studies. Before diving into the mysteries of history, there is a small reminder. If you are really interested in this kind of information, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon if you don't want to miss out on our new videos. So, we'll discuss the death of Hitler in today's video. Without further delay, let's start the video. Did Hitler die? The scientific study provides proof of the Nazi leader's death. Adolf Hitler killed himself on April 30, 1945, by shooting himself in the head in his Berlin bunker. His longtime partner Eva Braun, whom he had married just over 40 hours before, was by his side. But what happened to Hitler's and Braun's bodies? This remained a topic of discussion for a while. Some went on to suggest that Hitler had managed to escape and sought asylum in the West in exchange for ending the war. But this couldn't be further from the truth. More than 75 years after his suicide, it can be definitely said that Adolf Hitler had indeed died that day and wasn't living in a Western country in hiding after the war was over. It was revealed as Soviet propaganda. So, what did happen to Hitler's body after he died? Let's go back in time a bit before we respond to this question. By early 1945, it was evident that Nazi Germany would collapse by summer at the latest. Hitler moved to his bunker on January 16 and became in charge of the war effort from there. To be clear, Hitler's bunker was a somewhat complicated building featuring a bedroom for him, restrooms, changing areas, meeting rooms, etc. Eva Braun actually had her own room as well. A full-time physician with a private office and a phone switchboard to connect Hitler to the outside world were also provided in the bunker. Adolf Hitler discovered that the Soviet forces had nearly reached Berlin's capital at 1 a.m. on April 30. By now it had been more than 3 months since Hitler had been inside the bunker, which was located in Reich Chancellery in Berlin, and he knew that it was time. He shook hands and spoke with each person in the bunker around 2:30 a.m., then went back to his room. The bunker needed a group of people, from telephone operators to military authorities, to administer it. Hitler met with General Helmuth Weidling, commander of the Berlin defense area, a few hours later. Weidling informed Hitler that they would run out of ammo by that evening and that the battle for Berlin would be over the next day. Hitler and Eva Braun had their final lunch and retired to their room at about 2:30 p.m. SS Sturmbannführer Otto Gunsch, who was Hitler's adjutant, stood guard outside the door. Sometime later, the exact timing remains unclear, Hitler valet, Heinz Ling, opened the door and walked inside, and noticed a scent of burnt almonds. This was a common indication of the presence of hydrogen cyanide in the air. Hydrogen cyanide is a lethal drug that instantly kills the person who consumes it. He entered the space and discovered the bodies of Hitler and Braun on the sofa. Hitler had used his own pistol to shoot himself, whereas Braun had eaten the poison. According to reports, Eva Braun and Adolf Hitler died on April 30, 1945, somewhere between 3 and 4 p.m. Hitler gave the orders for the soldiers and bunker staff to roll up Hitler and Braun's bodies, carry them to the lawns above and light them ablaze with petrol. This happened in the hours that followed. The bodies were burning slowly because this wasn't a crematorium where the flames were focused on the body. Hitler's bunker was also bombed by the Soviets during this time while they bombed Berlin. The Nazi people made every effort to totally burn down the two corpses. While they were largely successful, they weren't able to completely burn down the teeth. Hitler's teeth confirm he died in 1945. In a study, French scientists analyzed fragments of Adolf Hitler's teeth to prove that he died in 1945, after shooting himself in the head. By using scientific analysis of Adolf Hitler's teeth and skull, the study, which was published in the European Journal of Internal Medicine in May 2018, aims to put an end to rumors regarding his death. Even though it is well known that Hitler passed away in his Berlin bunker, there are several tales of his escape. However, the investigation rejects the claims that he escaped to Argentina in a submarine and that he is not in a secret base in Antarctica. Hitler's vegetarianism was confirmed by the analysis, but it was unable to definitively establish if he had eaten cyanide before the shooting. According to the researchers, bluish deposits on his prosthetic teeth raise a number of possible theories. Finally, either way, the study may help finally put tales of Hitler's flight to rest, once and for all. That brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comment section.